Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to World of Tanks. And in today's video I am playing the Udes 1516 on Live Oaks, and I'm on a mission. And no, not on a campaign mission, which yeah, I'm still doing. But I'm on a marking mission. And before we get stuck into the gameplay and what's going on in this video, I want to talk a bit about the character that you guys see on the left side of the screen, which is myself. And I've been trying a bit to work on characters for this channel because I do like the idea of having a face, even though I'm not actually showing my face. It's a virtual character I've created, and I've actually created one for each of us. And yeah, this one is definitely work in progress. I'm gonna continue working on these, but I was just curious. How do you like them? Are okay? Do you even care? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, this game, right? I was around 80%, probably a bit below 80%. When I saw this tank being 75-ish percent on the marks, I said like, yeah, sure, let's try it out. Let's have a bit of fun. Udes is super fun. It has gun depression. It has a meaty gun, decent penetration, whatever. Gun can be derpy, definitely, but if you play close range like I'm trying at the moment, there's no issue with that. And yeah, just trying to get my second mark because I'm still an average player, I would call myself. I did have the luck, let's say, to learn from amazing players, which I played with, and obviously I'm watching as well. And I'm talking about all the content creators, which you guys are probably super used on. 3 marks here, 3 marks there, 3 marks everywhere, right? But the average player, which I'm a part of, the average player base, is not usually achieving that. It's probably the 1% or 5% of player base. So, especially on tier 10s. And I want to showcase that that's perfectly fine. You can still have amazing games. You can still have an amazing experience and be happy with your results. You don't need to try out only for the 3 marks. I'm considering myself, at the moment at least, to be a 2-mark player. Right, I'm trying to 2-mark all of my tanks, or at least majority of them at tier 10. And one thing I've learned from trying out this is I was not aiming properly my shots. I was rushing all the shots, especially the ones that I'm stationary. Of course, when you're on the move, it's really hard to fully aim, so you need to take your chances. But as long as you're not moving, you don't need to twitch your tank a lot. You just need to aim, make sure you connect the shot, because if you don't do that, you're just losing time. And one other thing I've learned, and you see me doing right now, is repositioning. I know I'm repositioning back in my first position, but one thing I've done was I went back to actually defend the base, because this flank was not a threat, not an immediate threat. We obviously had a few people here, but I wanted to be closer to the base. I wanted to see that IS-7 to shoot him. Obviously, it also helps with my marks, but no matter my goal, I always try to win. And that's a mindset I've learned so many years ago, which I encourage all of you to have. What can I do to win? What can I do to win? And yes, I do get it that sometimes and some missions kind of are let's call it making you not win and just stay in the back or farm or just whatever the mission requirements are. But you can always look for a chance to win, and if you start with that, that's great. That you're already on the good part. So in this battle, as you can see, I retook this position because this is a good vantage point. You can see through the middle. You can push through the middle, either towards their base to your base back. And for some bizarre reason, the enemy team decided to invest a lot of tanks through the middle part of the swamp or whatever it is. And it was already the Hirschkäfer, the Jagdpanzer 100, and now the FE gets spotted in the middle. The Hori also gets spotted in the middle. I also spot the Leopard 120 in the middle. Like, what's going on? I've never seen so many people in the middle. But there they are, and thank you so much for letting me farm you. Obviously, I'm still getting spotted constantly. But one worry I had in this battle was, where is the DBV? What is that DBV doing? Is he flanking, going around towards the city? Is he still in the back there, waiting for me to get spotted and shoot me? I was not sure, and it was really putting a toll on my mind because I couldn't, let's say, relax to focus on the guys in the middle as much as I wanted, even though they sort of made it easy for me. But every 1 or 2 shots, I kept thinking, where is the DBV? Is the DBV pushed? Did that guy reposition? Obviously, in the EU community, we have a lot of languages, and unfortunately, unlike the NA server, it's really tough to rely on your allies to actually know English, because we have such a big variety of languages in Europe. So even though that's the situation, I always try and communicate with my team, try and ask them HP, the position of tanks, and I try my best, right? So I try to use all the tools, and as you can see, I keep trying to go in that bush, see where that DBV is if he gets spotted. Excuse me. And if he doesn't get spotted and other tanks get spotted on the other flank, yeah, thank you. I'll try my best to shoot them and support that KR1, which unfortunately he's a bit upset on us, but he'll manage it. He's a KR1. He is a great tank. And yeah, I try to be a bit more forward because the Hori was outside my render distance. And here you go. I actually asked in the chat, where is the DBV? And the question came from a perspective that I thought that maybe he repositioned, maybe on the E2, E3 hill. Maybe he went through the city to cover his allies. And yeah, unfortunately, nobody actually answered to me. Nobody probably had a clue where he was. I still tried, but if that's the case, I still need to push. I had 1.2k HP, and the DBV is actually here. And I think there was a bush covering me when I was firing from him, so put a good shot. He does a bounce on me, which was expected because I only poked with my turret, and I try to rush him because I know for a fact that Leo is on the other flank, the FV is there. It's only the Arte that could shoot me, but under the bridge it's a bit hard. He does put a great shot into me, leaving me on 200 HP, but doesn't really matter because my reload means that I can finish him off. So what happened here? I cleared the flank. So that's perfect because I can now move on and get a bit closer to my allies. I expect that Batchat artillery to get into the E1 dip. So I wanted to go towards the K line, but I thought a bit better than sitting there in the corner of the map. The Effie and the Leo have been spotted in the city. So there was probably no opportunity for me to help my team anymore if I went there. So better off just taking the middle of the map. There are some nice bushes here. Unfortunately, I don't really have a lot of HP to spare, but spotting is probably a possibility for me, I would say. And yeah, you see me looking left and right. Maybe I can actually spot the artillery. I was looking also left if I can see a tracer from the artillery. And no luck so far. And yeah, the concept 5 is actually telling the DBV to go cap. And that's maybe not that bad of an idea because that will probably make them push towards me. Maybe I can spot them. Maybe the KR one can spot them. But I was a bit, let's call it, anxious about the situation. And I will actually write in the chat here that I did 8k damage. And this wasn't me trying to let everybody know, like, hey, I'm having a great game. Look at me. I'm so cool. I was more trying to motivate them that, hey, I'm actually doing stuff. Maybe you want to help me. And I know our mind kind of works interestingly. So that's why I was like, hey, maybe they'll think that I'm a decent player and they'll actually trust me into helping me out or supporting me at least. So the DBV is capping at the moment, and that's good. That will probably attract them a bit. Um, Still looking for that leopard to see if I can spot him again. No chance. Not sure about the camo rating of that leopard, but let's be serious. It's not a decent one, unlike the leopard one. But yeah, okay. So nobody's actually trying to poke. I think this is a better hill to try and poke. I'm hoping I can rely on my turret armor. That scared me a bit. Only looking at the gun barrel of the FE scaring me. Um, I see him not looking towards my direction, and now he was on the move. So the chances were on my side that he will not kill me from that shot, but never zero, right? Never zero. So yeah, it's only the leopard. I don't manage to kill him. I don't manage to shoot him at all. So this is the battle that actually made me have the biggest damage game so far, at least on this account. So Ace Tanker, Confederate, High Caliber, and I end up the game with 8.8k damage. Unfortunately, I didn't hit any blind shots. I end up also with 1.7k assistance, but unfortunately, only 830 spotting counted for my marks because, again, splitting assistance, the spotting and the tracking for marks actually counts the bigger value. If you have one of them that it's higher, that will count towards your marks. So moving to the experience tab, 1.3k base experience, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll leave the screen here with our characters again. Let me know in the comments what you think about them, and drop a sub if you enjoy or you just want to help around and get us a bit more up there. And thank you again and have a good one. Bye.